time with Anderson here, looking at your lesson on how to draw a contour tree by using sketching and outlining. Observation. Drawing from observation follows the 80-20 rule. 80% of your time is spent looking at the subject and only 20% at the paper. We're going to start out by using a light pencil. This is a new skill for us, which is sketching and outlining. Please do have available your middle pencils and your darker pencils. We are going to need those later on. This is just a quick review of what those pencils are. You do need those darker pencils for some real shadows. Now, this is a new skill for us, which is called outlining, but it is still drawing from observation. Unlike contour drawing, these lines are very loose and very sketchy, but we're still looking at the subject in front of us. In this case, for outlining, we're only drawing the center line of the trees. Notice those branches are a lot thicker, right? But I'm just drawing this skinny little, it's a stick figure tree. And what I'm doing, I'm not trying to draw the whole branch at this point. I'm providing a map for myself for when I'm ready to go in and do a really, really close observation of a contour drawing. I'm keeping these pencil lines nice and light because eventually they are going to sort of vanish. I'm going to draw right over them or maybe even erase them. I know we don't usually do erasing in contour drawing, but we're going to get to that. Now you're starting to see, I'm starting to sketch out just a few basic shapes. So the basic shape outline of some of the major branches and the trunk and some of the major branches that are a little bit lower down. As I'm doing that, I'm glancing back at the tree, continuing to look closely at the angles of the branches. Once I've done that, I'm ready for my HB pencil. Now I'm ready to come in with my contour line. So I'm going to grab this HB pencil. My contour line is going to be quite a bit darker and heavier than my outlining or sketching line. It's actually going to go around that line and kind of dwarf it or just kind of consume it. So I've sort of done my stick figure of the tree with that outlining loose sketchy. Notice the dramatic shift here in how my hands are moving. The wrist is going back and forth. Quick, quick, quick movements in sketching. Here we have the nice, slow mark making, going back over. I'm adding in even branches right now, staring at the tree 80% of the time. Now, mostly blind. You will be doing this mostly blind. Your lines will be so much more beautiful if you stick to the blind technique of contour drawing and continuous line drawing. However, true contour drawing does use, or observational drawing does use about the 80-20 rule, meaning 20% of the time you can look at your paper. Most of the time when drawing something like the tree, that's going to be when you really need to reassess. And right now I'm up in this one corner of the page and I might need to shift down to another corner. Looking closely, always observing. And when I am glancing down, I'm using that super light, sketchy line as a guide. It's a map so that I kind of know on my paper where my pencil is going to shoot for. And I then can more closely observe the thing that's in front of me, the tree itself. Paying careful attention to my line quality here as it stays slow, continuous, and moving back over to where I might need to be, describing areas of contrast, lumps, bumps, following along my outline. Here I'm going to speed up the video for you, going through the rest of this time that you're spending under the close observation, always coming back to that 80-20 rule. Always saying, forget about what's on my paper. I really need to come in and closely observe what I am looking at. This is the skill of drawing from observation. For this project, you are going to go out and find a tree that you can draw. Sit, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy being outdoors. Let your eyes trail along, closely looking at nature. Right now, we're focusing on only the trunk of the tree. This is part 1 of the total assignment. Later on, we will learn how to draw some of the light, shadow, and details, as well as add some texture and leaves. For now, practicing first the skill of outlining, and second, the close observation of contour drawing, letting your pen and pencil trail along your paper, closely observing what you see in front of you, and really enjoying the Zen process of drawing. This is step 1 of our contour